So this right here is the very first laptop I owned, and it sucks. I never want to open it again. It has so many problems that I locked up into a closet and just to never see it again until today. Now, I don't care about the laptop itself, I only care about what it holds. There are many files that date back to my elementary school. Some of my very first movies I ever made are on here. I am interested in seeing if I can get some of the footage from this and looking back at those early films that I did so long ago. So yeah, this shouldn't take too long. Okay, so we've got some good news and we got some bad news. So I was able to recover the project file of Bingo's story, my very first film. But the problem is that I never actually rendered the video. I never put it into like a file, like an MP4. I think what I did, I just put the project folder on a USB stick and handed that to my teacher, and she looked at it through Windows Movie Maker, or actually would have been iMovie back then, because we had Macs. I do not have a Mac. That being said, I do have all the original frames, and I think I might be able to piece something together. It's not going to be a perfect representation of the creative process I had as a kid, but I'm gonna see if I can piece this thing together in the most accurate way possible. Now, I did not work on this animated video by myself. I had help from my classmate, Zachery Webster, at the time. I probably haven't really had much contact with him in the past probably 5 years or so. I'm not exactly sure.
I think I remember Bingo's story. I think that one was pretty cringe.
I was so proud of it at the time, but yeah,
Oh yeah,
it is really cringy.
At the time, yeah, it was dope. But like 10 years,
it did not age well.
No. We're not going to Hollywood with that one. Are you ready?
When Bingo found out he was head bear, everyone was happy, so he had a party. The only person that wasn't happy was his brother, Thomas.
Wait a minute. I went emotional on this one, like damn. Because my older brother's name's Thomas.
I know.
Thomas tried to find a way to get Bingo in trouble so he could be head bear. Thomas found out a secret of Bingo's. He would meet this girl, and she would give him tuna and big hug.
I love you, Bingo!
Ha ha ha. I'll be head bear after I expose this secret. He did it! He did it! Bingo did it! He's hugging this girl, and she's giving him tuna. He is a hugaholic. He is peopleized. Wait, I'm finally head bear. I'm head bear. Yay! My plan worked. Ha ha ha!
So there lies Bingo in his poor cave. He only came out because he wanted tuna. Wait! Bingo's out of his cave! Everybody, run! It was too bad for the critters, because there was a boulder that was going to fall in, and they couldn't get out. Wait! We're going to be trapped! Ah!
Unfortunately, I don't actually have the second part. I just can't restore it. It's just gone. Now, I did find the original short story that I used as inspiration for this film. It's slightly different, but it's really close. So what happens in the short story that I wrote, after the animals are stuck inside this cave, Bingo does his best to try and move the boulders and move the rubble out of the way, and he can't. Every time that he tries, it just gets worse and worse. So he's got quite the dilemma on his hands, because he definitely does not want his friends to die, even though they have completely set him aside as an outcast because he interacted with people and that was a terrible thing for him to do, which it wasn't, but they were just narrow-minded and they didn't really understand this relationship that he had. So what does he do? He depends on the one person that he knows he can count on, this little girl that has been a friend to him throughout this entire process. And he runs over to her and communicates to her in some way that his friends are trapped and stuck in this cave. And she rushes over and digs them out and moves the boulders and the debris out of the way so that the animals are able to go free. And then they realize, wait a moment, this girl isn't crazy, and Bingo's not crazy, and this person is a really nice person. What were you talking about, Thomas? Like, what's going on? And Thomas is like, And so all the animals are really angry at Thomas because of the deception, and they give Bingo back his crown. Quite the story, eh? For someone that was like 11 or 12, I'm actually quite impressed with the way I wrote this story. It's got a lot to it.
Wait! We're gonna be trapped! Ah!
Right.
Hollywood cinema right there.
Right there, masterpiece.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Just the structure of the story was so well laid out.
I mean,
it wasn't rushed at all.
No. We've got politics in there. We've got some scandalism that happens in there where he tries to, I don't know. Like, I was actually quite impressed with the story itself.
I don't know what the story was trying to prove. Like the moral of it was what? What? He was being discriminated against by his other bears for associating with a human being. And for some reason, the bear community thought that was like the worst thing. But aren't humans supposed to be scared of bears?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah. There's an exchange of currency for hugs, which I don't know who came up with that, but it's dangerously close to something else. I looked at that video and I didn't understand like who was talking. I was like, that can't be me.
I'll be head bear after I expose this secret.
I'll be head bear after I expose this secret.
Man, I'll have to send you like all of the folders, like every single audio track and everything, every frame too. Because like there's some where you can definitely tell that it's you, and there's some times where you can tell it's me, and it's like, oh, that's just weird. And I'm like hearing it going, wait, no, Zach's voice isn't that high. Now there's mine, but
yeah,
what
like,
the hell is going on? You know, like there were.
Oh, dude, it's weird.
Yeah, it's really weird.
I love you, Bingo.
I think I totally misunderstood the assignment.
No matter, a legendary movie was born.
I'd almost like to call up Mrs. Drew and see what she has to think about it.
Do you think she'd even remember?
I wouldn't be surprised. I definitely appreciate her like efforts to try and come up with creative stuff. You can definitely tell that she really did care about her job and what she did. As ridiculous as Bingo's story is, I think that it actually says a lot about my career and what direction I went to.
Yeah, I mean, she tried her best.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And all the way through that I was a pest, she was like always like super nice to me, supportive, and like she believed in me even though I was like super, lazy and emotionally erratic. What a movie we made. Should we put like a Michael Bay intro with like a super deep voice?
When Bingo found out he was head bear, everyone was happy. The only person that wasn't happy was his brother, Thomas.
Ha ha ha, I'll be head bear after I expose this secret.
I love you, Bingo.
That was really fun. I mean, is the film any good? Not really, no. But it was very fun for me to actually go ahead and try to put the pieces together and to get in contact with Zach. So I just want to say thank you so much, Zach, for actually taking the time and answering my call. This was just a fun little thing for us to go through and just be a bit nostalgic. And I guess that's really the takeaway of this video. If you have old drives or computers, back them up, like store them. If you've got different pieces of artwork from your childhood, don't let them fall apart. Like, restore them and prevent them from being damaged. And this is just nostalgic. This is just fun, guys. So I very much encourage you to do this. Maybe scan some of your old photos of you when you were a child and get them digitized just so that you're able to hold on to those precious memories, because that's just something that no price can really pay for. You can't buy this stuff back, and you're not going to be able to go back and experience it again. You have it one time, so I mean, make sure you get the best out of it. What's some stuff that you worked on as a kid that you're still proud of and that you think has actually influenced you and the art or the work that you're doing today? Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, do all that jazz, and definitely check out Breezy Boy. That would be Zachery Webster's stage name. You can find that at breezyboy.com. His stuff is great. I'm really enjoying listening to it, and I'll see you next time.